He's gonna be a little bit more here, okay? Now for myself, as soon as I tie up, I tuck my elbow to the inside, almost like I'm gonna put my elbow directly into his sternum. And then for me, I push with my elbow quite a bit. Short little elbow strikes or elbow pushes, okay? Because again, the difference between a push and a strike is just, in a strike, I close the gap to get to his chest, and in a push, I was already connected to his chest, then I create the gap. But it's identical, okay? And you have to be careful. There's a lot of instances people try to do like throw-bys and things of that nature, but for the most part, when I make my connection, if I keep through here, and every time he drops, I drop, and I drop my elbow as we go. So now from here though, because I'm connected, okay, if I can get to the inside, that's fantastic. That's hard to do though once he's connected here. So again, we just make that grip to the inside, okay? So now again, I'm gonna make that little turn, make him overcommit. So as we go here, so now this, I'm literally opening up my whole body so that as I go under, and I'm holding onto his neck. I'm pulling down on his neck. And now we're gonna go for a little bit of a spiral ride as we go in. Because again, think about when he takes this foot and makes this power stance, okay? Very stable this way, very stable this way, fairly stable side to side, not stable that way. So when I come in, okay, and I make him take that hard step, really make that foot go pronounced, I go under here. Now, as I start to pull, this one goes for his leg, and then I corkscrew in the process. So as I'm picking his leg up, I'm pulling his head down, and then at that point in time, again, whenever it becomes, when I'm here, stable this way, not stable this way. That's why we stagger our base. Very stable this way, fairly stable this way, fairly stable this way, not stable in that direction at all. So when the head goes to that side, then the feet have to go in a circle to try to catch up, but he can't because I'm pulling him in that direction. So once I'm in, make him take that step. Oh, here I go. Continue on that. We're going to step, and then grab the leg so we can pull the leg with us, and then ultimately finish inside. Make sense? I get it. What is it? First, okay. Underhooks, go ass first. Okay, don't mix them up. So, if I open the door here, we're going face first. If I open the door here, we're going ass first. Okay? Now, why is the underhook king?
Let's see, get a little more control.
Why is the underhook king?
Coverage.
More control?
No,
I don't know. Tell me, Dave.
underhooks are always first. In order for you to have an overhook, that means I had to already have an underhook. Underhooks are always first. Even from here, if I come in on that and I go, I want the overhook, I had to give him the underhook in order to get an overhook.
Yep.
So underhooks are always first. It's not necessarily better or worse. Overhooks are pretty powerful. But the biggest part is that the underhook is always the first to the dance. So who gets to lead the dance first?
Underhook.
The underhook, always. That's why the underhook is always king. And that's why the underhook, as soon as it's in there, should always be met with an overhook. Always. Because if it's not, then the underhook becomes the gateway to the back. Okay, it doesn't matter what position you're in, guard, half guard, any position, underhook engaged, and they're moving. Okay? So, same setup. So we're just going into our basic tie-up, again from here. Okay? So now, we did a duck under, where I pulled Matt forward, lifted, 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 Okay, tons and tons and tons of ways to get the arm out of the way, but then we go face first, and then we go to the back, okay? But if I'm here, okay, and I lift, then the underhook to the back is a very, very fast transition because all I need is to get his elbow clear. That's why I play my elbow into his chest. So if he wants to clear me to go for the underhook, he has to clear me dramatically, but immediately all he's going to do is take his shoulder and slide it underneath my tricep. Underhook engaged. It's already in. Then that gets you into your single legs and things of that nature. And then what should all of the underhooks be met with? Always, okay? Because at least I need to stop the transition to the back. So first part we're just going to go into is, again, as I'm in, okay, my first motion, and again, I like to, as much as I can, I don't even care that that foot's in front. If I make him step this direction, the weight is naturally shifting to this side, which means my ability to just do that, all I need is a gap for my shoulder to get under the elbow. Once it's there, my shoulder gets to go to your armpit, and I get a high underhook very easy, okay? And underhooks travel, high, medium, low. Once you're in, you can play the whole side of the body, okay? So ultimately speaking, once we're in, I'm holding on through here, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna make him take that step. That was a pretty easy in, and I'm actually still holding on to his head in the process. A whizzer right now for him is going to be very difficult to do because of his head position. So now from here, my ability to keep transitioning, you see how then I move to his arm instead of his head, coming in through here. Now this gives me the ability just to use my knee behind to hit a simple trip and take him down from that underhook. Make sense? All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.